It's really great to be nominated for this award. Without sounding like an X Factor contestant, it's really one of the best things that's happened to me in a long time, and it's just nice to have your work recognised. I think the reasons for my being nominated there's two key areas to what I currently do. There's the commissioning role, which is my role on the board, and there's also my cancer and end-of-life role. I've been working on cancer and end of life for the last 10 years, and it's really my passion and the things that drives me. Over the years, I've been involved in GP fund holding, practice-based commissioning, primary care groups, primary care trusts. I've been through more reorganisations than most people have had hot dinners. And I'm still here, and I still enjoy it. I'm coming up to retirement soon, and yet this type of work still drives me. I still want to get the best possible service for our patients, be it end-of-life care, be it cancer care, whatever it is. I want to make sure that the residents of Wirral get the best possible care. And I'm the sort of person that will make sure that that happens. I'm not going to sit back and just wait for things to happen. I'll endeavour to make sure it does happen. To win an award like this is recognition of the work that I do. I've been working at end-of-life care for a long time now. I run what I think to be is a very successful practice. We offer great care to our patients. But to have external recognition for what we do is just, it's the icing on the cake. We all think we do a great job, but for someone to say, yes, you're doing a really good job is the best thing that can possibly happen.
Well, the nomination was a great surprise, and I'm rather flattered, to be honest, and as I said, a little surprised. I'm part of a team. Our board comprises 15 people, and I'm just one of them, really. So I'm surprised, flattered, delighted, really. I think the reasons are probably about the complexity of the last couple of years in Cumbria. There have been quite a lot of things happening in Cumbria over the last couple of years that people will be well aware of. But within Cumbria there are still lots of individuals and lots of organisations doing a really good job. In our organisation, in our Foundation Trust, we've taken responsibility for community services. I was a part of the team that took that responsibility, but I'm well aware that I was just a part of a team. But it has been very complex, and it's been delightful really to see the work that we've done come to fruition and community services settle within the Foundation Trust in a way that's very promising for the future. I think what might have made my nomination stand out is the fact that I've been concerned with the governance of bringing community services into the Foundation Trust. Governance is at the heart of everything we do, and getting the governance right and making sure that the board understands and discharges its responsibility has been a shared responsibility, but I think I've made some contribution to that, and I think that's a very important thing to do during any major service transfer. My journey in the NHS has lasted for about 25 years. I started in Leeds in the 1980s, and I've had the benefit, the luck really, to be shepherded through my journey by a number of outstanding individuals. I think if I was lucky enough to win the award, it would mean a recognition of the work we've done in Cumbria in difficult circumstances over the last couple of years. I think it would also be a recognition for people who've joined the service and worked their way up and done well over a number of years and have tried to keep their focus on the essentials, what matters to the patient and managers making a difference. I think in a nutshell, I'd like to believe that in my time in the NHS I've made a difference to people's health.
To be nominated for the award came as a real surprise, and you have to, be honest and say a real delight, because in this work you get on and you do the job and you try and bring added value. But to be recognised by your colleagues and to be told what it is they value is just absolutely lovely. I think the reasons for my nominations are probably, my nomination was probably best asked of the people nominating me, but I think that in the 2 years that I've been a non-exec director at the Liverpool Women's, folk have suggested that I bring a difference in the way I go about doing what I do, as well as the actual doing of it. And the relationships I think I've built with people that enables me to do good challenge that's constructive as opposed to critical has, I think, opened up some dialogue and discussions that have made a difference to patients and to staff and to some of the partnerships in the community that we've formed. I'm not sure what made my nomination stand out. I'm impressed by the range of non-exec directors who invest time and staff, of course, in the NHS. So 22 years ago, I got the appetite for shaping and making a difference in the NHS. And then when I saw this vacancy arise, I thought I could make a big difference in sitting on the board of a hospital and connect patients and staff and governors, partnerships in the community and the board to make a big difference to deliver excellence for women's healthcare. So the journey has been personal and professional, and it's certainly been exciting for me. It's always hard to say what your success is down to. It's, I think, partly connected by the fact that I genuinely am interested in building quality relationships with people. And as a consequence, I think you can really mobilise the hearts and minds of many, whether they're volunteers, whether they're patients, whether they're governors, whether they're staff, whether they're other businesses. Being born and raised in Canada, I think I learned very quickly that you can't make assumptions that you know how systems work or what they mean to people. So I think the other thing I do is I listen carefully and I ask questions and I try and make sense of things with people rather than sort of for people. And I think when you build things together, as a leader, you build resilience into the solution. And I think keeping focused on solutions as opposed to seeing things as problems all the time make for a more joyful approach to doing the work we need to do. Winning the award, I think, is about a real sense of recognition for the value that non-executives can play, and for the Liverpool Women's, the partnership we have and the relationships we've built that are about focusing on what we're trying to do in terms of delivering the business of good care, good health care, and making a difference in the wider communities that we serve. So I think it would mean a lot to a lot of people. I think it's something I'd feel proud to have been representative of, the good work that many of us do, and perhaps feel, recognised individually, which is, a delight.